Hi, party people! Welcome back to our podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna do our part 2 on sex, so that should be fun.
Part 2 on sex.
We have a few talking points.
We have this
what
handy
should we
dandy
start with?
list right here of ideas that pop in our brains during the day.
So let's start with. We can start with hooking up. So, hooking up is a very broad term. But I guess when I say hooking up, I'm meaning like not just like one night stands, but just like meeting people in weird places, like.
And then having like a fuck buddy?
No, even just finding someone to be in a relationship.
Okay, so hooking up leading to being in a relationship?
Yeah, it could be anything for me. I don't know. Well, okay, here's the thing. I guess my perspective on that is a little weird because I've never, ever thought of just hooking up with somebody for one night.
No, honestly, me neither. I don't think that I've actually ever just... I've never had a one-night stand, no.
I have.
I have not.
Wait, let me think. Has it been more than one? I had at least one night stand.
Okay.
I forget if there was more than one. I guess you can count that as 2 because I didn't actually date that guy for longer than like 2 days and we did fuck, so.
Dated him for 2 days.
Yeah, oh, that one's a fun story. Oh, let's get into that one. How about that?
We have time.
You gonna like this story. So I met this guy in South Carolina. I was living there for a while after I quit college. I quit college because I didn't have money. So I met this guy online. I forget how. I think it was like one of those meet me apps. Like, you remember those apps where you could just like meet random people in your area? And he wanted to date like instantly after talking on the phone. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'm lonely. I'm like, you know, by myself in this area. I don't have any friends or family there or anything like that. So I decided to date him. And we hung out online and stuff. And the first time we hung out in person, I went over to his house. So sketched, don't know why I did that. But when I went over to this house, we hung out for a little bit and then we ended up fucking. And he wanted me to ride him, and I didn't realize until I got on top of him and he like actually inserted his dick into me that this man had like a micro penis.
Dude, I feel like a lot of times, like when hooking up or meeting people or like being on Bumble or Tinder, people don't think about like how high risk it is to get abducted or meet somebody crazy or, you know, and like sex trafficking is a whole huge thing that people think that they're above and, oh, nothing will happen to me and things like that. We live in Texas, which is like #1 in the United States for sex trafficking right now. And, you know, people are on 6th Street on weekends just getting hammered out of their minds, doing whatever, like, and not paying attention to their safety and things like that. And also, like, the same thing with, like, Ubers. Like, Uber drivers, like, you put so much trust in them to pick you up and, like, take you home. And same thing with, like, picking up somebody random in your car and, like, just trusting them. Yeah. Anything can happen.
No, I understand that completely. Yeah, I drove something like Uber for a while. I did rideshare for a while, and it can get really sketch. But as a female, I made sure that I didn't drive past like 10 p.m. and stuff like that. And like I see all the time because I go down onto. You haven't been down to 6th Street technically yet, but I used to go down to 6th Street regularly, and like groups of girls, like 2 or 3 girls, will go like together, but without a guy with them, and. That probably sounds really sexist, but at the same time, it's way safer to have at least like one guy friend. Even if it's like your gay guy friend, or if you know what I mean? Like it can be anybody, but like that one friend that you know that like can like do something about it, or you know what I mean? And most of the time people that work in these sex trafficking industries, they look for females that are by themselves. They don't look for females that are with men or with like males in general,
Right.
because they don't want to have to deal with that. So they look for females that are like singled out as just female groups.
Generally more weak situation. Like when Mariah and I went to Mexico, we were fine with going just us, and then everybody's like, no, you guys need to go with somebody. So we ended up going with our guy friend, and literally the entire time no one was talking to us, they were talking to him, and like there was just no respect for us at all. And then also I was told that when you go to places like Papas and Beer in Mexico and things like that, like the cartel obviously owns and runs everything, and they'll pick people who they want to be taken or drugged in the night, like while they're having like their little festivals and whatever. And then like, you know, we don't hear about it.
Right. I won't go to Mexico for one. Not because I don't like the country. I love Mexican culture and Mexican people. I adore all of that. I really wish I could go to Mexico, but I absolutely would never, just because I know it's so dangerous. Like, especially the border cities, and we really live really close to some of the border cities. Like Austin, Texas is about 4 hours away from the border of Mexico, maybe a little further than that. It's far enough for a day trip at least, and or like a weekend trip, but it's still close enough that we're close enough to the action to hear about things. But the border cities are the worst, because like you'll go into the bar and they make sure that they know who the Americans are, and they'll sell the Americans specifically a bunch of alcohol. They'll overpour Americans.
That is 100%
sell
true.
it, like they'll try to give them free alcohol. They'll try to do promotions for like a bottle of tequila and shit like that, just to get them blackout drunk on purpose. You know, either to steal their money or to take advantage or to kidnap. And there's more than just sex trafficking happen there. I mean, they have like witches and shit, like sacrifice people. You know what I'm saying?
There's obviously a lot of shit going on, and like granted, like, you know, there's a lot of fucked up things happening in America and everywhere else. But I've been to Mexico twice, and neither time was a resort or anything. Both times were Papas and Beer in Rosarito, and I had the time of my life. But like, my phone got stolen, and this taxi
Right.
Yeah, my phone got stolen from this taxi driver that he took us to the hotel just for one of our friends to grab something really quick, and was supposed to wait and then take us back. And he was using my directions on my phone. I'm so stupid for leaving my phone in the car and trusting him, but I literally just went in the lobby, and then I was like, shit, I should probably grab my phone, and then walk out, and he's already gone. And I saw him downtown when we got to Papas and Beer, and I literally reached in his car and grabbed him and was like, give me my fucking phone. And my friends were screaming at me, telling me to stop, and that if I got arrested in Mexico, they don't know what they would do.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely something that like you need to be careful about, but it's really fun if you have like a good squad. But not everybody will agree with that, especially my mother. Back to your hookup story.
Long story short, I mean, coming back to that, I was dumb as fuck to actually go to that guy's house. Right after immediately meeting him. It was my first meeting in person. We went to his house, not mine, in his car. I didn't even drive there.
So crazy.
That was the stupidest
oh my god,
thing I've ever
especially
done.
when people are like, oh, I'll pick you up. I'm like, I better not.
Yeah, I was so dumb at that point, but I think I was like 19 or 20. I was really young. And, but anyway, he had a micro penis. Like I said, you know, whatever you got, you can use it and it can be good. Like, I have every faith in the world that men with micro penises can satisfy a woman. I absolutely don't think that a big dick is
So what are you saying?
required.
How was your experience?
My experience was shitty because he didn't know how to use his micro penis. Is what I'm saying. Like,
really
I literally, I shouldn't have been riding him, first of all, because I didn't feel anything. Don't ride a micro penis. You don't feel shit. Okay. He should have like used a different position, like doggy.
Yeah.
Because like I know for a fact when I'm with somebody that has a much larger dick, that doggies can be painful.
It feels bigger in doggy 100%.
Yeah. So if you have a micro penis, try doggy. Like way better position for that. Yeah.
Fun fact of the day.
Right. But we actually watched a movie the other day where the guy was like, so how can I satisfy a woman? And we were talking about it and we were like, we don't even know. Like, women only know how to satisfy themselves. And like, every woman's body is so unique that like, I couldn't like, you know, I couldn't like do things with you and like know how to satisfy you. You know what
Right,
I mean?
right,
Like
right.
that's just not how things work. Yeah. So you just kind of like communicate. I think communication is something in sex especially that people don't do enough. You know, like, you need to communicate like your fetishes, like what you like, what, you know, what you enjoy, and like.
Yeah, for me, I've never like communicated any of those things because I'm pretty awkward when I meet somebody or am getting comfortable or whatever, and I don't really like talk about the way that I am or what I like, and I kind of am just like an observer of other people and things like that. And then like once I get more comfortable and then like I start being more myself and I'm able to crack jokes and whatever, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, like slap me, you know? Crazy shit like that.
Right.
But off the bat, no. And also, like, I feel like once you are in so deep with somebody, or even when it comes to just hooking up, just having sex with them regularly, like you start to notice like what they like or what works on them, or and like different things, different quirks about the person that you are with. Because like my boyfriend definitely knows how to work me specifically in all of my little ways, and it wasn't like that when we like first obviously started talking or dating or anything, but now it's like, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And I mean, like, women, if you're in a relationship, I mean, if you're on a one night stand, it's a little bit different, right? It's not a big deal if you're on a one night stand to like fake something or like stuff like that.
Right.
If you're in a relationship, never fake anything, because if you keep faking things, you're gonna continue to have to fake it for the rest of your life.
For yourself, mama.
Yeah, you're only ruining it for you. It doesn't ruin it for him. Yeah. So no, I definitely have thought about that a lot recently too, because I am one of those girls that fakes it a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I have never once in my life orgasmed from penetration.
A lot of people say that though. A lot of people have not had that happen to them.
But I've only had a man make me orgasm once.
Really?
Only one man in my entire life, and only once. And it was the only time I've ever been eaten out.
You've only been eaten out once?
Once.
Oh my god.
That was the only time I've orgasmed. Yeah. So like, eat out, girls. That's all I can say. Like, that's way more fun than anything else, to be totally honest.
Honestly, okay, so something that we wrote down that we wanted to talk about was the, for lack of better words, sucking dick to eating out ratio. Men always expect you to suck their dick.
Yes.
Literally every single time you have sex, like they think it's just like a part of having sex, but they never think to eat you out, only like occasionally. Like for me and my boyfriend, he expects it every single time, and then like him eating me out, he acts like it's like some dessert entree that I'm only gonna get once a month type shit. And I'm like, knock knock, who's there?
Right.
No, I'm like, it shouldn't be like that. Like men should know, and I get like that. But eating vagina is a little bit different. Like,
I almost don't think it is, because I don't think guys realize how.
well, I mean, their skin is dry on the outside of their dick, and we're like wet inside with juices and whatever.
Well, yeah, the juices happen during the sucking though, so that, you know what I mean.
Right.
But this is so weird to talk about, but like, I don't know, I feel like it is more similar than anybody talks about, but guys and girls don't know the opposite scenario, so they can't judge. Does that make sense?
That's very true.
Like,
that's true.
If guys actually suck dick, they would probably realize it's really similar to eating out and just as annoying to some people.
Yes,
you know?
100%. If they realize like you know, the jaw pain or how it feels to freaking have like a cucumber being shoved down your throat, and
a jaw gets so sore. Yeah.
Ball sack in your face. Like, it's just that it's not necessarily pleasant.
No, not all the time. It can be. Some girls like it. I'm one of those girls that enjoys sucking. Let me be honest. I'm one of those girls that enjoys sucking dick. That's only because I make it enjoyable for myself too. But still,
honestly, I don't hate it and I don't like it, and it just depends on like the time. Like sometimes if I'm feeling sexual, you know, when you're in like a sexual mood, then like I'll want to. But and something that I want to bring up before I forget, I hate 69ing, and men think that it's like the sexiest thing ever.
Why do you hate it? I've never tried it, so I don't have
Really?
any. Yeah, I don't have any opinion about this.
Okay, so you're like trying to focus. I don't know how men feel about this. This is just my opinion. You're trying to focus on them eating you out, and at the same time like you're like trying to like work at the same time, and it's just like it's not fully pleasurable, like trying to focus on multiple things at once. And honestly, like I don't like staring at your fucking butthole, period.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't even think about that. Like I said, I have no opinion. I've never tried that before. But yeah, that's a good point. Have you found that like, okay, I enjoy being vocal when I'm actually in sex, but when you want to like actually come, are you the same as I am, that like when I actually want to orgasm, I like the best way for me to get that done is to hold my breath?
I think it depends on the situation, honestly, because I
feel bad that like I want to be vocal and everything, and I enjoy being vocal when I'm with somebody, but I feel it's slightly awkward and bad that when I actually get to the point where I want to or going to orgasm, I like almost need to hold my breath.
Also,
is that weird?
No, it's not weird, because you know that the reason why people like being choked is the cutoff of air.
Yeah,
and it like it stimulates like your area or something when your like, breath is cut off. It's super weird. I was reading an article about choking and sex, and like sex educators talking about how like, you know, how to do it correctly without hurting your significant other, different stuff like that.
Because there are correct methods for all of that stuff, yeah. But I feel like it almost helps you focus more on what's happening.
No, I completely feel you. It's just like having headphones on and no outside sound.
Exactly.
It's almost like, yeah.
Which, by the way, if you haven't noticed the theme, guys, women need to focus the orgasm. I know that's the weirdest thing ever, but
that's right.
There has to be a lot of hard focus on what's happening and the actual pleasure for us to get there.
100%.
It's really weird.
Yeah, there has to be a lot of focus, because guys, it's just so much different. Like it's just friction, and every single time like they have sex, they'll just come, but it's not like that for women. So
no, not at all. Yeah, it's a weird difference, because I've even had guys that can hold entire conversations with me.
Really?
I actually enjoy that. I actually enjoy having sex in that way when I don't actually want to get off myself.
I feel you.
Because I do. I have sex with guys when I don't care about getting off myself. Because like, I'm not one of those people, like I know there's like people that have like with wives and girlfriends and stuff that like you come home and you want to fuck and the girlfriend's like, oh, I'm too tired. Like I'm not one of those women. I'll just like be like, okay, I'll lay down, go ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in those moments, like I'm okay with like having a conversation, because I don't give a fuck about what I'm feeling.
Yes.
And I'm literally like my good friend that I used to do things with, like literally like we could actually like talk and shit like while we were fucking, you know what I mean? And I was okay with that. Yeah. Like
that whole situation makes sense. I've been there. I honestly, I hate that shit though.
That's so funny. I don't mind it at all. I think it's a fun, like, how weird is that I feel this way? But I think it's almost like a fun, like, spending time together. How weird is that though? You know what I'm saying?
Spending time together.
Like
it was so good for us bonding.
Like, no, it's like one-on-one time, but in like a really weird manner. Like, I still like it that way. Yeah.
Just like and also feeling super close to somebody. Like sometimes when I'm not even in the mood and Nick is like trying to have sex, I still do it because I just like to be close to him. Right. It's just fun to me.
Yeah, and you know what my favorite part, my absolute favorite part is after, I remember I used to do things with a friend of mine, and afterwards we would go out on like a dock and smoke a cigarette together. Yeah. That's my absolute favorite time ever. Like after the sex, when you're like smoking a cigarette and hanging out.
Yeah.
And like whatever, you know. And the conversations are always way better than like any other time you ever spend time with that person.
You think so?
I think so.
I feel like more just flows out.
Because because you feel
It's
more
like a
comfortable
comfort.
with each other.
Yeah, it's like comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is so weird how you can be having sex with somebody and then a lot of times after it'll be awkward and you guys just had like the most like sensual moment with each other and that's like the closest thing that you can do with somebody.
Right.
And a lot of people will act like they don't even know somebody after. That's like a whole nother topic. Like,
I feel that. No, like 100%.
A lot of people are out there looking for sex and then to never see you again. It's just so weird to me.
Yeah, I did. That's the only time I did. Well, no, like the only time I've ever done that is back in Georgia. I had a one-night stand, only once, like an actual one-night stand.
She used to be a fuckboy, guys.
One actual one-night stand, only one. I also met him on Meet Me, I think.
I've never heard of that app.
Went over to his house and fucked and then left. Literally, it was like a booty call. Like he was like, "Yeah, I'm down." I like drove. We had a really weird trailer, by the way. It was so ratchet. It was so redneck. It was in the middle of the fucking woods, in the middle of nowhere, dead at night.
You drove to a ghetto trailer.
Yes,
in the
I
middle
did.
Of the woods?
I drove up in my car, walked in, fucked him, walked out, and drove home. And that was like my whole evening. Yeah.
Oh, and that's the one with the micro penis.
No, that was a different one. The micro penis I actually dated for like 2 or 3 days.
Oh, okay.
This guy was just a one night stand. That's all.
What does that mean, dating for 2 or 3 days?
Like we considered ourselves dating.
And then what happened?
He had a micro penis, and then after we fucked, that was not the reason I broke up with him, by the way.
That's the first thing she said.
That was one of the things I broke up for him, not the only reason for sure. But right after we had sex, he was driving me home, and he picked up weed on the way, and when he got in the car, he was bragging about how his dealer gave him a free bag of meth. And I was like,
no.
I was like,
no. She's like, I'm out. Stop, drop, and roll, bitches.
I'm out of here. Like, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so done after that. I was like, no
Oh my
way.
God, I love it.
I never talked to him again. I was like, ghost. Which, by the way, I am a pussy. I am such a pussy about breaking up or not doing things with people anymore. I will ghost people every single time.
Oh no, I can't ghost people. I'm literally like, I can meet somebody and off the bat, I already care about them and have like an emotional attachment. I'm so weird with that shit. And I cannot break up with people. I cannot like cut friends off. It's just so hard for me.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Every single friendship that's ever been, well, that's a whole nother conversation that we can talk about later. But my friends have always cut friendship with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never been in a real relationship. I feel like we're gonna be friends forever just because neither of us are gonna be able to be like, bye.
I fucking hate you, but you can still call me.
Right, exactly. We're both gonna be like, no, it's so funny. Yeah, I know, I can kind of understand that. I know. We won't talk about it, but I can already tell that you're really difficult with breaking up with me.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that, but still.
Obviously.
That's very difficult for a guy. I already know that. I see it like every day. Like, ooh.
Yeah. If we have viewers that don't know me personally, I am the most out there kind person you will ever meet. Like I am just way too nice for fucking all of these peasants on earth. I don't sound that nice, but I am. I care about you.
She's very nice. Very nice. Literally when I first met her, I met her for the first time here when I walked in for work. And the first thing I thought about her, because when you look at Kailey, it's like,
you think, oh, she's gonna be a bitch.
She's a mean girl. That's literally the first thing I thought.
That's what everybody thinks.
And then I started getting to know you, and I was like, she's not a fucking mean girl at all. It's the complete opposite of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really funny. I never expected you to be my friend, though.
Yeah.
I think you said the same thing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we're complete fucking opposites.
Yeah.
We're so opposite.
Complete opposite people.
It's hilarious. Yeah, it's really funny. No, but the only thing that's not opposite about us now is our boobs.
We both have big titties, okay?
Mine are triple B's though.
Oh my God, and natural.
That's true. Well,
the only thing fake is the boobs.
Listen, they might not be real forever. Because I am we can talk about this because this does have to do with sex. I am so
Trying to get a boob job?
No,
Oh.
I am so worried about losing weight and losing my boobs.
Oh yeah, and your skin, you're already gonna have to get surgery on it. So
I'm gonna have to already do like
might as well get
surgery.
a boob job.
That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna have them do it all at once, like the skin and the boobs. Like I don't. They probably can't do it all in one surgery.
No,
but...
they will.
Oh, they will?
Don't do it though.
Oh, okay. Too much pain?
My stepmom was out for like 2 months because she got 2 surgeries at once, and it's just too much for the human body to take at one time is what I should do.
Okay, I'll probably do the skin first. Because I know I'm like 300 here. I can stand up. I'm like 300 plus pounds. So once this all goes away, there's gonna be a shit ton of skin left behind, obviously. So I'm gonna have to get surgery regardless, which I'm ready for, but yeah, no. But I'm always afraid because my biological mother had like 5 kids and her boobs completely deflated.
Really?
She got a boob job, yeah. Because her boobs
deflated.
like balloons. It was so
crazy.
funny. Yeah, so that's why I'm always worried because I'm a lot like her.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a boob job just like she did. Yeah. I would probably do what you did.
What's that?
The what is it? The
Saline?
yeah, the saline.
Yeah.
It sounds better than the other way around.
The saline is cheaper than the gummy bears or silicone, but for me, since I am under the age of 22, if I would have gotten silicone, it's not insured if I like pop a boob. If you like get in a car crash or whatever, like I have to repay for the boob job. With what I have now, if anything happens, it's insured, so it's the best option for me for sure.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still like hard a little bit. It's gotten like more squishy, but definitely like from the side, like it's still like super high profile.
I haven't felt them yet, but you keep massaging your boobs all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. My boyfriend said he likes them from the front, but they kind of look a little bit weird from the side right now, and it's just because it's still so high up. But it'll
I don't think so.
No, if you see me without a shirt on, you'll see what I'm talking about. In a shirt, it looks fine.
I don't know. I think they look fine. I don't know. That's just me. I mean, they look fake at this point because they're still really new. I mean, that's probably what he doesn't like about them.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think it's a little silly. Right. That's your choice.
Yeah.
And that actually pulls us over to our next topic, choice. We were going to talk about Belle Delphine, but I want to bring up something real quick. I actually had a conversation with somebody on Twitter literally today, so appropriate, about doing like being proud of your own body and proud of yourself and wanting to post pictures and stuff that are sexy or revealing. And apparently she's a Twitch streamer or something along those lines, and she said that she used to post pictures of herself all the time in like bikinis and lingerie and stuff like that because she would feel sexy. And once she started streaming on Twitch, she started feeling really shameful about it and she wouldn't do it anymore. But the tweet that I saw was her posting pictures for the first time in a really long time of her being sexy. And I literally retweeted, like, guys, I work on a cam girl site. Like, I tell my Twitch streamers, I mean, my Twitch followers that too. Like, and if they want to shame me for that, or if they want to say anything about it, they can go fuck off and go to a different stream. Like,
That's agreed.
that's my own choice. I enjoy doing it. It's not just for money. I actually do enjoy camming to an extent. And I'd say that you enjoy stripping as well, even though it's not, even though you do make money doing it, right? To an extent.
Yeah, to an extent, it was enjoyable in the aspect of being able to basically work at a party. Like, you're having fun, you're with like all of your girlfriends, and you get to like hang out and make money at the same time. Like, that's the cool aspect of it.
Yeah,
sure.
I kind of enjoy, like, I enjoy the camming just because of, like, I've always enjoyed that attention. I don't know why.
Right. And it's also nice, obviously, like, it's flattering, like, the things that, the comments that you get and stuff like that. Definitely, like, a confidence booster, but also, like, being able to work in the comfort of your home, like, whenever you want to and do whatever you feel,
Sorry.
No, you're fine. And
so nice, yeah.
Back to the topic of Belle Delphine. She has a patron and she sells her dirty bath water on there, which fucking goddess. I literally love that idea so much. And when I am famous, I am going to sell my bath water to you guys as a gift of a thank you when I reach 1 million subscribers.
She's like Australian, by the way. She has like the cutest accent.
Oh, really?
She's the cutest person ever.
Yeah, we were watching this video, which we'll insert so you guys.
So H3H3 like did a story on her in a past podcast. Talked about her Patreon, talked about everything else, and almost promoted her while they were talking about her. That's what they always do. They don't just talk about people to talk about people. Normally they promote things at the same time.
Yeah.
And she pretty much like reached out to them and was like, hey, I want to send you a package. I love what you're doing. Because honestly, Belle Delphine knows what she is. She's very self-aware. She's a huge troll in the best way possible. Yeah. And I absolutely love that. I love when women can do that stuff and be self-aware at the same time. It's the best way to be in that industry. It's the best way to do that business.
Right. Because then hate and like people like it
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to you.
Exactly. Yeah.
I just think it's funny.
No, I love it. I absolutely love how she does things. But she sent him a package. Yeah, she sent him a package. And I don't want to spoil what the package is. I'll insert a clip here in a second. But he sent her a package with a poem and everything. It was like hand done. It was really cute. But I really love how she does shit too. Yeah. She's really good at what she does.
She made this video for H3H3 of her like spitting into this cup and then drinking it and then like licking the cup, and it was obviously supposed to like imitate like sucking dick, but she's so like sexual but then not sexual because like obviously like she's just doing it with a cup, so then like what are you supposed to say, you know? That's why like the whole troll name comes into it. But
so she's just drooling into a cup. Lots of drool.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Oh my gosh, how sensual and sexual she could be with like her expressions and like her actions. Holy fuck, I wish I could be that way. I don't know how she does it. She turns it on and she could do it for like so long without turning it off. I don't know how she does it.
Great acting skills. It's very hard to stay in character like that without laughing or breaking or anything, but yeah.
Even like licking your lips and stuff, like a girl can't just lick her lips and be sexual. Yeah. Like there's a way about doing things.
She's literally like
yeah,
and for fucking 30 minutes straight.
She's so good at it too. I don't know how she does it.
Go you, sister.
Oh my gosh, she's just adorable too. But so much respect. Like I have so much respect for that because she's hustling hard. She's making money doing it.
She is. You know?
And
also, he was saying that she should fart in a jar and sell those for money. So we're assuming that will probably come out later on. And I really want to know what dudes are buying this bath water because it says sold out on her account. And then he was like, how do you sell out of bath water? We don't know, but she's doing it and she's hustling.
I wonder what they do with it. Do they just like put it on a shelf? Do they drink it? Do they keep it as a collectible? Do they pour it on themselves? Do they look at it and jack off? So many questions. So if you're one of the guys that bought the bathwater of Belle Delphine, please comment.
Please comment below. Let us know.
Tell us what you did with it. We want to know. We want to know every little detail. So great. No, but yeah, mad respect for that. Like crazy. It's really difficult to work in the sex industry. It's incredibly difficult to do. And I was telling Kailey the other day that I was watching this documentary about men that like have wives and are completely straight and have like families and kids and girlfriends and shit, and then they like their night job is to like go make gay porn.
That is some balls right there. 100%.
So much respect for that too.
Yes, it's so much respect to like to him like being straight and being okay, like, you know, go get your money. And then also like being the wife of that and like dealing with it and being like it's okay, like it's just a job, like that is huge confidence and a lot of trust in each other to be able to work out that type of relationship.
Yeah, it's a strong relationship.
There's just so much in the background of sex workers and their lives and their relationships and things like that that like deserve such mad respect that people just don't understand, and they have like negative views on it and things like that. Well, look at you, you're fucking for free, first of all. Actually, hold up, I have a meme perfect for this. I actually saved it yesterday. My friend posted it on her Instagram.
I saved a meme for the first time today too. Completely not having to do with any of this. It was the first time in a really long time I had like screenshot a meme.
Is it? Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Okay, this is what it says. It says, some of y'all real brave thinking not being a sex worker makes you better. You send nudes and fuck for free, and in return you get left on red. Congratulations, you're a non-profit organization.
No, I love it.
I fucking love it.
Oh my gosh, it's so true though. Women will like judge the fuck out of like porn stars and shit, and then they'll go meet guys at bars and do whatever, and they're giving everything for free. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, there's one of my favorite artists, gosh, what is his name? I showed you him before. The song is Call Me Sachi, and he says in it something like, girl, they want what you want, come do it for me. Or don't give them anything for free or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's like part of his lyrics. So I'm like, yeah, if they want what you have,
if you're gonna be
don't give that shit up.
If you're gonna be giving something away for free, you better be planning on dating that person.
Right.
Otherwise, it's just not worth it.
Exactly. Yeah. One of our talking points is being single and being taken. Which is an interesting topic for the two of us because I've actually never been in a serious relationship before.
And I've only had like 2 months of being single in the past like 7 years.
So we have completely opposite views.
Yeah, so mine, like, you know, the first thing that we brought up in this whole thing was hooking up, and that's why I was just like, because I don't really have much to say. And like my 2 month single phase, like, it still wasn't filled with hooking up, so I was just in my bag, sisters.
Like I haven't, like I said before though, I've only had like one instance where I've ever technically hooked up. Oh damn, I forgot about that guy.
She's like, I forgot about him, and him.
No, there's only one. Okay, I can literally count how many guys I've had sex with. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5.
5?
5.
I'm not even gonna say how many people.
That's a grand total for me for my life. So I don't do things with people very often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hook up constantly. There's one other instance out of the 5. He was the guy that I was talking about. This is the only one to eat me out and make me orgasm. So, yeah, that was a one night stand. That one night stand was really funny. It was a one morning stand. That was that. I think I told you about it. I don't want to admit that.
What?